I know you got a situation going on with the law out there in Cali. You know what I'm saying? Could you talk about that or you can't talk about that? Just a little bit. You can touch on it?
They tell me don't talk about it. You know, my lawyer and everybody, they tell me don't talk about it, but I tell them, you know what I mean, fuck that. Why not? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to lose anyway. Why not voice it and let people know what's going on before it just goes down the drain and it already just happens, and then I'm speaking on it afterwards. You know what I'm saying? Like they already railroad me. You know what I'm saying? They basically using my freedom of speech against me. You know.
They playing your music in court and stuff?
Yeah, they playing the music in court. They playing my interviews on different websites and stuff like that. And they just like, oh, he's bragging about how the shooting he had with officers when he was shot by the police officer, and that you know what I mean, he tried to kill the officer and da. Like the officer tried to kill me. What I'm supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? Like, so they're using all that against me, but they're using all this against me with no crime committed. You know what I mean? So what they do is they file a lawsuit on you out there, and once they get you with the lawsuit carries the punishable. It's punishable by jail time. So
it's possibility you be facing some time.
Yeah, but it's not like that. It's only when I once I violate it. You know what I mean? So once I violate the lawsuit, you see with a lawsuit you're only supposed to pay a fine or something like that. Right. This lawsuit is special. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's so much noise about it, because the lawsuit carries, like say, once it get found guilty, if I was walking down the street with a can of beer, they can say, oh, he has that open can of beer for his gang. For his gang. And by you having that, now what's a misdemeanor is now a felony. You know what I'm saying? So once they got you and they can get you on a felony, now you go to prison. So they give you the maximum amount, which is a year, and now you're in the system. So when you come out and you got that year in prison, now you come out and you're on parole. Now your whole rights is all took away. And when anything you do now, you just back in there for it again. You know what I mean? I mean, out there, it's like everybody. When you from the same hood, everybody. It's a family thing. It's more like family, like for real family. You know what I'm saying? Right. And you take it real personal. It's like, so if one of your loved ones get killed or whatever, everybody really feel it. You know what I'm saying? And it be like it's just something that we grow up on. Just look at yourself as what you. People go to school, go to be at home, and their mama raised them to go to church. You know what I'm saying? And that's what you know is growing up. You know church. You know what I mean? You know the work. You know to go to church. Well, that's basically, even though it's ignorant, that's what we grew up on. That's what we taught. You know what I mean? It's hard to just drop it and just let it go. And even when you try to let it go and you try to go straight, which is. Even in the hoods, they don't knock you for being straight. You can go be a lawyer, like a doctor and all that, you know what I'm saying? And still be with the hood, you know what I'm saying? So we don't knock all that, even though it's ignorant though, but everybody is just a certain loyalty and respect that we have for it. Like, you gotta remember, that's how we grew up. And when I would look at it here, I don't like, they got the aspects of it. They doing it, I mean, to each his own. You know what I'm saying? So if they, however they is doing it, you know what I mean, just do it right and have a if you is coming from something to where it come from somewhere else, right? Just learn it. Learn what you're doing and learn what it's about. Yeah, learn the history of it. Know that cripping and blooding and all that is really a movement. You know what I mean? It was a movement. It wasn't just gang banging and throwing up signs. You know what I'm saying? It was a movement. You know what I'm saying?
Like original Black Panthers type movement.
You know what I'm saying?
Split off. I need to little knuckleheads. I feel like.
Yeah. So all they gotta do is just know it's a movement. You know what I mean? Not knocking them if they is a Crip or a Blood. All they gotta do is just know the movement and know what you represent. Don't misrepresent something because you're being guided wrong by somebody that might come from Cali and come to where you probably at, and they telling you what to do or telling you how to do it, and they're trying to manipulate you. And they might be manipulating you, and they might be a straight buster from where we at. You know what I mean? Like, they got X'd off the block and they ran to another state. That's what goes on in Cali. You know what I mean? When dudes get DP'd, they can't take it and they run into hiding. And then they go relocate somewhere else and they try to make that little sector that they was around, they make up a new gang, and they just make up these weird rules, and then they make up these real regulations that they steer the youth that's not knowledgeable what it really is and real reputables is, you know what I mean? they steer them wrong, you know what I mean? And then what ends up happening is they'll try that person that they steer wrong will end up coming to Cali, and then he'll go to that hood that's really that hood, and he'll be like, wait a minute, hold on. You know what I mean? And you gonna say that person's name that steered you the wrong way, and we gonna be like, oh, that nigga's, he's a child molester, man. We asked him off the block. You know what I mean? He ain't from the hood, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then they find out. So, you know, and some people don't get to find out because, like I said, you know, we so hood, the ghetto, we so trapped in the ghetto, my nigga. It's like you get rare few that really get out the ghetto. Like I said, look at Trey Mac, you know what I'm saying? Look at myself, you know what I'm saying? I got myself out the ghetto, but it's hard to get out of there. Like everybody don't get to see. Some people ain't never been outside of like a 50-mile to 100-mile radius in their hoods, and that's not something that we don't all have knowledge about. Like we got knowledge about it, and really I'm just a real hood cat that can speak on it because I really been there and been through it, you know, and done it. You know what I'm saying? Well, I mean, you know, that was basically what you referring to is the Pollys situation. I mean, you know, dude, we didn't go there to do nothing to do. He's just some regular street niggas, just like how you seen us walking up the streets of New York right now. Right. You know what I mean? And just say, like, it's him and we hit the corner like that and he just ran. You know what I'm saying? So but we had, the footage was out. You know what I mean? The footage was there, but I didn't put the footage out. Jamie Foxx went and spoke on it. So I guess he got mad after that and made a little diss record called Letter to the Industry or something like that. So, you know, we took it back and we made one. I got my little torpedo, little boo, you know what I mean? He a little zoo lifer, you know what I'm saying? And we did one called Return to Sender, you know what I mean? The track out there, it's hot, you know what I mean? We released it to the streets. But on that note, the Pollys situation, we didn't do nothing. We wasn't coming to do nothing to Cuz, you know what I mean? Cuz jumped up, him and Dream. You know what I mean? It was him, Dream, and Jamie Foxx. I mean, Cuz and them jumped up and ran for whatever reason they ran for. I don't know, Cuz all it looked like is just a bunch of scary motherfuckers just jumped up, start taking off chains and running with them, and you know what I mean? And it was like, you know, when a cat run from a dog chase.
What happened? He didn't introduce himself like, this is Pollys, baby. Yeah. He didn't say, he didn't do none of that. Yeah, Lagoon didn't come out, none of that.
Oh, nah, hell nah. Real talk.
Not the goon?
The goon got tucked. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, that's definitely false flagging and all that, because you gotta remember you represent something. You're not just representing, okay, you're not like Pollys. You know what I mean? We didn't go there really to sock Pollys out and shoot Pollys or nothing, you know what I mean? Pollys ain't claiming he a gangbanger, but Pollys was claiming that goon shit and all that. And really, you ain't no goon, and you running like that, because goons don't run from goons. Goons, especially, a goon could tell when goons is coming to get him. You know what I'm saying? And you don't see it like, but if you see other goons, you're gonna be like, what's up? What's happening? Like, because a real goon and a real rider, this is the same thing. It's just like, this is something we do. Like it's energy and vibes you feel, and you know how to handle situations. You know what I mean? And for that, with that being said, if he was gonna do anything, if he was gonna take his chain off, he was to take it off, nigga, because I'm about to scrap. And I know we about to end up fighting. We might end up fighting. All these dudes finna walk up, and I'm not finna run. I'm finna see what's going on, because they might be just finna walk by me and going over here to grab a hot dog. Right. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I mean? So with that being said, you got dudes that's false flagging, and you disrespecting a real culture or something, you know what I'm saying? You disrespecting something you don't know nothing about. And so happen, yeah, I'm really with this cripping, you know what I mean? And I'm really with this activeness. And it's Bloods that's really with this, the blood, and then really with the acting business behind it. So you gotta remember what you indulging in, you know what I'm saying? And we take pride in it, and it's disrespectful, homie, when you coming in, then when you do something in our culture and then you start disrespecting it, when you start dissing Crips, and you start, or if you a Crip, fake Crip, and you start dissing Bloods, yeah, we gonna take that real offensive, Crips and Bloods. Like, we take that highly offensive, because if you don't know the history of Crippin' and Blood, it took us years, straight bullets hitting mamas, babies, women, children, like, and it still goes on. And for you to jump in something that's grown men and then try to start doing it or whatever, and you not really with it, you just doing it for music purposes, but you influencing everybody else, that's like you steering everybody wrong, what I was talking about, the wrong guidelines and everything. So we take that real disrespectful, and we come for your chins, you know what I mean? We come in the chin check, and that's what it's about. Like you can't just do that on wax. You gotta know what you're doing. And whether if you is still spitting that goon shit, like, yo, you better have some real goons with you that they know you doing that for them. Like, you know what I mean? So when the goons come around, they gonna be like, nah, look, I'm the goon. This is my little homie. He doing that. He just doing that because we eating. You know what I'm saying? And real niggas gonna respect that. Like, okay, we could dig that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We out, and that's what I'm about. I'm like, I want to get checks in the hood. Like them street dudes that's really living that, and you got somebody that come from your block, and he think he gonna come from the block, and he ain't finna put you on and let you eat.
Right.
Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? Like, they got a kick. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They got a kick, man. The street dudes is the ones that's dime-eyeing this. You want to come and you want to act like you creating a documentary like that? Come on, man. You gonna pay for this documentary. You know what I'm saying?
Pay like you weigh.